Hello, welcome to another video. I have a bit of a bone to pick today, slash have a rant today, just because people are a little crazy, it seems like. And that is essentially, it feels like every few months, I don't know why people feel the inclination to talk about this. I feel like the only possible reason is because you are going to spark a degree of outrage that makes people read your name more, see it on Twitter, stuff like that. And that is essentially Twitch streamers, YouTubers, whatever, any of them that have said this, that have said that their job is harder than a 9-to-5 everyday person job. Now, I know, it seems obvious that that's silly. Also because a lot of the most more feeling genuine YouTubers have all kind of they all really say the same thing, that they have the best job in the world. They feel so lucky to do it because they really don't have to do that much. I'm not in that case. I work an everyday job. I do this for fun. That's how I feel like I'll always do. I don't care if I ever am working and doing this forever. So be it. And I know that I'm not fully coming at anyone's throat, stuff like that. I'm sure everyone goes through their own stuff. Mentally, it can be more exhausting for certain people than others. Everything like that. But with that being said, I think it is absolutely insane to think that sitting here, realistically, if you stream, talking to strangers that you're not even face to face with, yeah, it can be mentally exhausting doing it every day, stuff like this, all that kind of stuff, right? But the reason that I thought of this was because I didn't really get to play much Black Ops 6 this weekend at all, because I was doing legitimate labor. I have a normal job, but it's not like a everyday man, hard manual labor type of job. Don't kid yourself. I have it pretty easy for what I do. But I was putting up drywall in my house this weekend, and it was a ceiling drywall. I don't wish that on anyone's soul. I promise you, it is much more exhausting than you would expect. Props to anyone that does any sort of housework, because you are working most of the time. And I was saying to my wife this, that I'm glad I do what I do, because if I had to, if you go out and do something like that every single day, I know me, I would be so miserable pretty much every fucking day. Coming home, thinking, fuck. Just being tired from work every day, physically tired from it. And I know it's different than mentally tired, but I feel like you're both physically and mentally tired doing something like putting up fucking drywall every single day, all day. I did it for literally 2 days, and I was done. I was sleeping on the couch by 7:30 because I couldn't do it. I don't know. I'm used to being able to stay up late. Maybe some of this is too that I'm getting old, but you know what? Let's just not talk about getting old yet. Fucking guy. And I know some easy rebuttals is that, one, I'm just a pussy because I suck at Call of Duty. Because I'm genuinely tired from this and whatnot. And honestly, you're not wrong. There's a reason I am an accountant, because I could never do anything too physically, stressful every day. But the thing with drywall too, I learned while doing it, is you don't get it's not like a one day boop, you're done. Thanks for coming. It's a fucking process. It's not even done yet. It's up, and we're currently in the phase of you have to mud it basically every day, twice a day. And how the ceiling is in the laundry, it's not a very big ceiling, so you can't do a side, so you can't really churn it out in a day or anything like that. It's basically do it. If you're gonna do it again that day, you're gonna have to wait until later in the day when it's actually, dry. There's no way. There's no actual way. But you start off, you do insulation first, then you gotta do all that shit, then you gotta put the plastic over it, then you have to cut out the pieces of drywall to put it up onto the ceiling. Pain in the ass, measuring, stuff like that. Holding it to then screw it in. tiring as hell. Just holding it. Then you have to piece it together with the other piece, and if it's a little jagged, it's tough. Sure, if you make it so that there's a gap, which there is a gap in my ceiling now, you then have to mud it, tape, mud, and then you basically have to mud it every single day for like 3 days, just until it's and sand it down so it's smooth, so it feels good. And then after all this, you're not even fully done, because then you have to paint said ceiling or wall, whatever you're doing. It is a fucking process to put up any bit of drywall, and I've never done any of it before in my life, and I understand there's probably a lot of people that are going to be like, no shit, Sherlock Holmes, what do you expect? I've never done it before. I never had like at-home projects growing up that I helped with, like nothing like that. This is the first time I ever touching drywall. I went and bought I had to do everything. First time ever. I'm too old for that to be my first time. I shouldn't say that, I guess. I'm not that old, to be fair. But honestly, it gave me like a new kind of foresight into being an adult and being hardworking, you know? Like, there's the times in my job, like, I'll get home, I'm pissed off dealing with certain people and whatnot like that it is mentally exhausting, which I think everyone in the world deals with that, obviously. So there's no real takeaway from that. I think just the fact of, like, when a streamer comes out and says that, it makes so little sense to me, because, like, 99% of the people watching you, that is the reason why these people are, like, doing this for a living, are probably 9 to 5 workers that absolutely live through the struggle, you know? Or I guess they're probably students or something, I guess, because a lot of them are like, want 14-year-olds to watch their streams. But a lot of people that would work, that are watching them, realistically, they don't want to hear that bullshit. They have to get up at fucking a certain time every single day. They don't get to choose when they go to work. They don't get to choose what they, a lot of people don't choose what they wear to work, what they're going to do during the day. Like, it's all predetermined. Everything's out of their control. While if you're, a streamer, all you really got to do is, if you're going to make a schedule for yourself, you're going to follow it and go at it that way. And the thing with that is, you make the own schedule. Like, you are still in control. And I think that's part of, like, the stuff that they don't, people don't really understand. Fuck me. That, like, streamers and whatnot that say that don't really understand is... But just the fact of, like, as a streamer and whatnot, you have control over so much of what you're doing. Most people that... What the fuck is that? That they have control when they really want to stream, if they want to take certain time off. Obviously, taking time off as a streamer and whatnot is a lot different than your normal job, but... And I understand the stressors of, like, the money is different, it's not this guaranteed bits every month or whatnot, stuff like that. There obviously is their own challenges, but it just feels like it's like that for everything. And to tell an everyday person... oh, sorry, my job's harder than yours, makes no sense. Like, so little people want to actually hear that they're telling it to. You say that out loud, and then Twitter looks at it, and everyone sees you going, playing fucking Call of Duty Black Ops 6, complaining that your life is too hard. No one really gives a shit about how hard your life is at that point when you have people... risk their lives and whatnot. It's weird to me. It goes through a cycle every few months that it seems like normal for certain people to claim that, oh, my job's harder. And it's probably honestly just because they're going through, like, their own shit in a certain time. It makes sense. I just think it's silly. Honestly, I don't think you really can get anything out of it. I think you're just hurting your own brand almost in a way, if that makes sense. But pretty much, moral of the story, moral of my rant, I put up some drywall this weekend. And it sucked. It literally drained me for the whole weekend. Although, I think if I had to, like, play Call of Duty Black Ops 6 all day, every day type of thing, yeah, I think I would probably go insane. And, like, over time, I would know every absolutely terrible thing about this game that I would literally just want to curl up into a ball and cry. But yeah, I don't know. Overall, just don't be a dick. I'm trying not to be a dick in this little rant thing I'm going through. You know, everyone goes through mental shit every day. I'm sure they all do. Everyone's life and work and everything has moments where it definitely sucks, stuff like that. I don't think anyone saying, you know, oh, my job is harder than yours, anything like that is ever really productive. And I feel like if you're ever in a, you know, position or you have a career where the vast majority of people would disagree with you if you said it was harder and would probably go, dude, I wish that was my job. I don't think you are in the right mindset to be, you know, telling everyone, oh yeah, actually, you think you have it really hard and you think I have it easy. I actually have it significantly harder than you. Just silly. I don't know. That's all I can really say about it. But yeah, I had to put up drywall this whole weekend. Sucked. Thought about, saw the people that were complaining about streaming and thought I want to talk about it. But I'm hoping that I get into more Call of Duty. We'll see. There's other games too I want to play. So it makes it tough when you don't have unlimited time to, you know, play a lot of games you want to play, and then also record them, edit them, stuff like that. It gets a lot when you don't have unlimited time. But I'm not really complaining. I'm having a great time. I'm loving Black Ops 6. I just kind of wish I could play it more, honestly. But that is going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Consider leaving a like if you did. Consider subscribing. Helps the channel a bunch. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.